So for my research paper, I took kind of a different approach and covered the topic, the influence of alcohol in Latino culture. Now, what made me pick this topic was if you look at any of the commercials that advertise alcohol, those such as like Corona, Dos Equis, Modelo, and Pacifico, any of those, it really seems like they tend to target Latino audiences. So I am in no way trying to stereotype or look down on any of these cultures, but I've simply wanted to just see how alcohol, what role it plays in their culture versus, say, like an American culture. So the first area I wanted to look at was the percent of Latinos who drank. And so according to the Alcohol Research Guide, 54.5% of Hispanic adults over the 18 have drank in the last year versus the significantly more 70.3% of Caucasian adults. And then interestingly enough, though, the research shows that of those Latinos who did participate in drinking, they tended to drink more. So for instance, half of the Puerto Rican adults in this study who did drink, they tend to binge drink weekly. And so binge drinking is defined as for males, 5 or more drinks in 2 hours, and for females, 4 or more drinks in 2 hours. So next I wanted to look at like the reasons for drinking. Like, is there something more than meets the eye? Is it more than just taste? And so according to a study called The Social and Cultural Context of Alcohol Use, there are many reasons. So just to summarize a couple of the points made in this paper, it could be stress during the immigration process. It could be home life. It could be due to their socioeconomic condition. One interesting point that I'll kind of highlight it here is that drinking could be tied to what is known as machismo, which is the idea that it is like what the masculine thing to do. It's what true men should do. So kind of in conclusion, I'll say, obviously not all Latinos drink alcohol, right? In fact, as I pointed out, more Caucasian males do than any other. But I find it very interesting that a universal product, such as alcohol, affects different cultures in different ways. And then finally, I'll say this, the Bible talks a lot about alcohol, and I think it makes it pretty clear not to be drunk with wine. However, from what research I've done, I don't believe it is a sin. I don't think the Bible actually condemns drinking in itself. Rather, I think that when used responsibly in the correct way at the right time and setting, it's something that can be enjoyed by all cultures and all backgrounds.